What goes into writing a good story? What is the process of writing a book from beginning to end? How can I make interesting illustrations for that book? For my capstone project, I set out to tell a story. I want to write books and screenplays in the future, and I felt that making this passion project would help me develop those skills and explore that career. Writing a book is as much a testament to dedication as it is to skill. Over the course of 5 months, I had to plan out my plot, write the story, illustrate my book, put it all together, get the book printed, and create a video documenting my process. Planning out an interesting plot served to be a time-consuming process. I'm a visual learner, so I started by researching areas I wanted to explore, planning out major plot points, deciding how I wanted my characters to connect to my theme, and mapping out the individual conflicts I'd be following. By the end of October, I was well on my way to writing my book. On October 29th, I finished my first draft. By Halloween, I had printed it all out and began the editing process. I reached out to a published author who'd previously lived in Mission, and she agreed to review and help edit my story on November 9th. While I waited to hear back from her, I began planning out my illustrations. I wanted to connect my illustrations to the story as well as I could, essentially creating a synthesis between the events occurring and the illustration paired to them. On November 29th, I got a call from the author and discussed improvements for the story. I finished editing that night. Illustrations became my main priority. My time was running out, and the amount of work remaining was daunting. On December 9th, I got the second call from the author and completed my final improvements on my story. As December rolled around, I was getting more and more overwhelmed with homework, scholarships, and university applications. It felt like I had to do more to graduate than any year before, and meeting my deadlines was getting increasingly difficult. An unexpected upside of COVID-19 revealed itself in the form of staying at home while attending Zoom meetings. I found I could work on homework, illustrations, and writing, all while listening and attending class, and that's what I did. By the time winter break came, I was ready to start designing my final book. I found a program online that allowed for book designing and printing, and so I started putting everything together. I used the time off school to finish up my remaining illustrations and began the process of editing my final video. On January 4th, I finished designing my book and sent it in to get printed. The process of writing my book was complete, and with it, so was my capstone project.
Je ne regrette rien, c'est payé.